On the news tonight, Anambra State Library Board wins 2018 Best Library Award in Nigeria. Anambra Police Command arrests suspected child traffickers at Ozubulu, Ekusigo local government area. Nigerian Army to train senior officers on new leadership skills to tackle insecurity. And on the foreign scene, Europe faces soaring heat waves as the month of June ends. A good evening to you and thanks for joining us on the evening news on ABS. We apologize for that technical glitch, but we're happy you're with us. My name is Ifunanya Amafili. And the news and details. The Nigerian Library Association, NLA, has announced Anambra State Library Board as the winner of the 2018 Best Public Library in Nigeria. This was contained in a circular signed by Mr. Asetonoka Omo, National Secretary of Nigerian Library Association, on behalf of the National President, Mr. Umana Opara. It said the award was based on its outstanding contributions towards the promotion of the profession in the state. The circular added that the awardee will be presented a plaque and certificate which is bestowed on public libraries that have distinguished themselves in the profession on July 31st, 2019 at the Golden Tulip Hotel's Conference Hall, Warri, Delta State. The Law Students Association, LAWSA, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, has conferred an award of Ambassador of Justice on the Director of News and Current Affairs Department of Anambra Broadcasting Service, Mr. Geb Opaleze. The award was presented to him at the signed line of the departmental editorial meeting at the corporate headquarters of the establishment in Awka, and will join David Opokwasili for the rest of the reports.
The award of Ambassador of Justice is presented by the Court of Appeal of the Law Students Association of Nnamdi Azikiwe University Awka to individuals who have committed their lives and careers to ensuring justice to the society. In the delegation to present the award include the President of the Appeal Court of LAWSA, Mr. Kosi Okoli, the Attorney General of the Association, Mr. Anthony Anakweze, and the President of the Association, Mr. Chinepu Abe, represented by his Chief of Staff, Mr. Abbott Obodechine. Speaking while presenting the award, the President of LAWSA Appeal Court, Mr. Okoli, and the President of the Association, Mr. Chinedu Abe, represented by his Chief of Staff, Mr. Obodechine, said that discovered Mr. Opaleze's efforts at using his office as a journalist to impact positively on the society.
We're here to honor him for the award, and the award is given to persons that have contributed to the society as a press personality. I know he covers news and everything, so it's not easy. Journalism is very important in our society.
On their part, the head of commentary unit, Dr. Emeka Arinze, head of reportorial unit, Mr. Paul Ezoke, and the House of Assembly and political correspondent of the ABS, Mr. Emeka Modelem, described the director as an astute gentleman who has mentored several in the journalism profession and is a defender of justice.
That is what he believed that he shared collectively. So I believe this honor will motivate all of us to sustain that drive to achieve the desired goals.
Responding, Mr. Opaleze described the recognition as an honor and pledged to continue to live up to the expectation in defending the downtrodden, the less privileged and the vulnerable in the society.
What we do is actually to bring out that which will help the society to move forward. Look at when people are doing right, it's not news. When they are doing what they're supposed to do, it is not news. It's only when they do what they're not supposed to do, it becomes abnormal. So abnormality is news. And that thing that is abnormal is what you expose so that the person will recall. And when he recalls, he does the better thing and the society becomes better.
In Awka, I am David Opokwasile reporting for ABS News.
The Anambra State Signage and Advertisement Agency, ANSA, has organized a one-day workshop for her staff to increase maximum productivity and close loopholes in revenue generation drives. Our correspondent, Kenechukwu Chukudi, who was there, brings more details.
Bearing in mind that the world is becoming dynamic by the day and government can achieve much without strong revenue base, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of ANSA, Chief Jude Emencheta, harped on the need to build staff capacity on generating revenues for the government to execute capital projects. Chief Emencheta pointed out that government's drive to build strong institutions and ensure good welfare for workers were also reasons for the workshop.
You know that knowledge drives the economy. If you don't have knowledge, there won't be any innovation. So what we have tried to do is to bring a crop of professionals in different fields that will help us build a very strong workforce.
In his opening remark, the Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Mr. Sidon Adinuba, represented by Mr. Chuka Nnabife, reiterated the achievement of Anambra State and its industrial people through small-scale and medium enterprises, and said a constant interface between the people and the agency will help grow their businesses more.
Anambra is the spirit of business. That is the most important thing. In our business, or in our kind business is a key into the nuances and the temperament of business and support small and medium enterprises. You are not going to win in Anambra.
In his lecture, the chairman of Anambra State Internal Revenue Service, Dr. David Nzeku, noted that it was important for all government agencies to work harmoniously and ensure that all revenue due to government accrue to it.
Data is a problem here, and I think trying to understand the challenges of data, we have been some aspects, especially in the manner that we have gone about doing our businesses in the past.
The staff of the agency were also allowed to enroll into the Anambra State Health Insurance Scheme after the Executive Secretary of the agency, Dr. Simeon Onyemechi, delivered his lecture on the importance of health to productivity, which the state government has made affordable to Anambra at minimal cost. In Oka, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
Anambra Police Command has arrested members of a child trafficking syndicate and rescued one child. We have details.
Attached to Ozobolo Division arrested one Chukwuma Enemo of Okutu Amakwa Village, Ozobolo, in Ekusigo Local Government Area of Anambra State for conspiring with one Obishidubem of Umuabushe Eziama Village, Uli, in Ihiala Local Government Area, and sold his 3-day-old baby boy at the sum of 150,000 naira to one Mrs. Anuleka Okafor of Uruokwe Village, Ozobolo. The statement said the suspect lied to his wife by telling her that the baby is dead shortly after delivery. It disclosed that all the 3 suspects have been arrested and the baby was also recovered while case is under investigation, after which suspects would be charged to court for prosecution. The statement also disclosed that police detectives attached to Oyi Division arrested one Okuchukwu Anyanwu and Emeka Odo, all of Ezi Umunya, in Oyi Local Government Area of Anambra State, for taking advantage of one Nwanneka Nwizu, a mentally challenged girl, and had unlawful carnal knowledge with her. It explained that the scene was visited by the police and the victim taken to General Hospital Onitsha for medical examination while the case is under investigation, after which suspects would be charged to court for prosecution. The statement added that following intelligence reports, police detectives attached to B Division Oka arrested suspected members of a syndicate who specializes in burglary and shop.
As part of their contributions towards building a better society, the Marcel Formata Foundation has donated 10 computer sets to the Holy Child Nursery and Primary School, Isuofia. The equipping of the ICT department of the school, which was in line with the policy thrust of the Foundation on Education, is expected to advance e-learning of the pupils in this competitive information age. And our correspondent, Valentine Mbaduha, completes the report.
To the school management in Isuofia, the benefactor, who is also the founder of the foundation, Dr. Marcel Ofamata, explained that his intention is to join his efforts to that of the government in providing a value-based and quality education to Anambra. He said that it's also to help train children that can compete with the rest of the world, given the current position of information and communication technology in the overall global development. Dr. Famata called on other affluent individuals to invest in the development of grassroots and basic education, noting that children learn faster at their tender ages.
When you teach children well, you build your society, you build your community. They begin to love education because they begin to see beyond the confines of their immediate home.
Receiving the computers, the manager of the school and the parish priest of St. Patrick's Catholic Church, Isofia, Reverend Father Mark Simon Wanko, commended the foundation, noting that the computers will surely impact positively on the wider academic life of the pupils, as it will provide them with the opportunity to be ICT proficient at their early stage. The priest was represented by the parish council secretary, Mr. Nicholas Okoye, the head teacher of the school, Mrs. Mercy Azi, and the representative of the PTA, Mrs. Lucy Ago.
I appreciate you by thanking you immensely for the gift of computer to our children. On behalf of the Reverend Father and the entire parishioners of St. Patrick's Parish is offered.
In their separate remarks, a representative of the community, Ichie Ayogowa, and Professor Nkechi Onyeneho, who accompanied the benefactor, charged the school authority to ensure that the computers are used in a manner that will glorify God and benefit the pupils. According to them, the good use of the facilities will contribute in the future development of the society at large.
This one is adding feather on a feather and on a feather and on a feather. So I expect you people to do more than you've been doing before. You've been doing it analogically, but this time upgraded digital. We expect more from you.
From Isofia in Agwata local government area, Valentine Mbadoga reporting for ABS News.
And still to come on the news, Nigerian Army to train senior officers on new leadership skills to tackle insecurity. And on the foreign scene, Europe faces soaring heat waves as the month of June ends. Do stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
Is quality. It's more than just data. It's more Blaze 4G LTE. 9 Mobile. Here for you. Here.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Moving over to the national scene, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, says the Nigerian Army will strengthen the leadership skills of senior officers to tackle the current challenges of insecurity, insurgency, kidnapping, militancy, banditry, amongst others. Lieutenant General Buratai said this in Lagos while unveiling the 2019 Nigerian Army Leadership Development Seminar, anchored by the Nigerian Institute of Management, Chartered, and the Nigerian Army School of Finance and Administration. The 4-day seminar, which was designed for senior officers of the Nigerian Army, had the theme, The Leadership Challenge from Tactical to Strategic Thinking. According to Buratai, who was represented by the General Officer Commander, 81 Division of the Nigerian Army, Major General Musa Yusuf, the current security challenges have made leadership development more imperative. The Chief of Staff said, intimated that the Nigerian Army constitutes an important component of the Nigerian society. He said the seminar reaffirms the commitment and premium the Army attaches to capacity building and career progression of its personnel. The Chief of Staff therefore charged the participants, comprising senior officers from various divisions and commands, to see the seminar as a veritable forum for acquiring the necessary expertise that will be critical in confronting challenges of leadership and command at various levels. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority has commenced an investigation into the landing of a helicopter on the Benin-Ore Road a few days ago to pick up a yet-to-be-identified passenger. The General Manager, Public Relations, NACA, Mr. Sam Aduruboye, said the regulatory agency was aware of the viral video of the helicopter that landed on the highway and had commenced investigations. A video had gone viral on social media platforms on Sunday, showing a helicopter that landed on the road between cars in a traffic jam to pick an unidentified stranded person. According to Aduroboye, initial reports indicate that the helicopter is owned by Tropical Arctic Logistics Limited with registration number 5NBVQ and aircraft type AW139. He disclosed that NACA had commenced a full-scale investigation to ascertain the circumstances surrounding the unscheduled diversion, which, when concluded, will be made public. A source from Tropical Arctic Logistics Limited, who spoke on the condition of anonymity, told newsmen that the helicopter was cleared to carry out the flight. And moving over to the foreign scene, Europe is bracing itself as part of the continent are expected to see temperatures soaring above 40 degrees Celsius this week. Meteorologists say this June heat wave might break previous national all-time records in France before Friday. Today, a high of 36 degrees is forecast for Paris, while Lyon is predicted to reach 38 degrees, which is also the forecast for Madrid. Tomorrow, Rome is also expected to reach 38 degrees centigrade, Toulouse in France 40 degrees centigrade, and in northern Spain 42 degrees centigrade is predicted for Zaragoza. It is reported that many parts of France are already on high alert and peak temperatures are expected to reach 45 degrees on Friday in the town of Nimes and Carpentras. This will be the highest ever recorded temperature in France, beating the previously recorded temperature back in 2003 with 44.1 degrees in two villages, Saint Christo les Halles and Conquerac in the Gard region in the south. And moving over to sports, it's great news as the Super Eagles of Nigeria have conquered Guinea to end their 8-year stalemate with the West African team in the ongoing 2019 Total AFCON finals holding in Egypt. Kenneth Omeru, 73rd minute goal, gave the Eagles their long-desired win over the national elephant. By the win, Nigeria becomes the first country to qualify for the round of 16 knockout stage after defeating Burundi 1-0 in their first Group B encounter and securing maximum points in the two matches. Any outcome in the final tie against Madagascar will not affect their move to the knockout stage. Omeruro headed from the right side of the 6-yard ball to the top left corner with an assist from Moses Simon, who crossed following a corner. Now, don't forget that you can follow our news and programs on ABS from any part of the world simply by liking our Facebook page, which is ABS Radio Television. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/ABS Radio TV Online. Follow us on our Twitter handle at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now, before we end the news, we'll go through our main points for this evening. Anambra State Library Board has won the 2018 Best Library Award in Nigeria. Anambra Police Command has arrested suspected child traffickers at Ozubulu, Ekusigo local government area. On the national scene, Nigerian Army is to train senior officers on new leadership skills to tackle insecurity. And on the foreign scene, Europe is facing soaring heat waves as the month of June ends. And with that, we'll come to the end of the news this evening. Thanks for being with us. I am Ifunanya Amafili. Have a pleasant evening.